Howdy! This is a tutorial on how to wash natural hair. Now, many of you might be asking, why does she need to tell us how to wash our hair? Well, it came to me that a lot of women have asked, or rather have no idea what to do. When I give them the breakdown, when they ask me, how do you get your hair like that, la 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 la, like, well, it starts with this and this and this. And they're like looking at me when I'm describing how the washing routine goes. I kind of have a routine with how I wash it, and I wash it once a week, maybe twice a week, depending on how it goes, what it's feeling like. And I do several steps. The first step is to assess your hair. If it's after a week, perhaps it's been through a lot of styling, a lot of pony poops, a lot of side swoops, whichever, and it might be very tangled, and perhaps before you hit the water or the shampoo you might want to do a quick pre-treatment. Now, step 2, that will be taking your favorite conditioner. Today I'm going to use the Curlisto Natural Coils conditioner, and what I like to do is wet the hair first, put a generous dollop in, and work that through and finger it through to make sure all the tangles are out. So when I get to the shampooing part and when I rinse the shampoo out, I'm not dealing with a bird's nest. That is the second step. And the third step is, of course, the shampooing part. And I'm going to bring you through all of that. But first, let's turn the water on. Now, you want to try to wash with not so hot water, and it might be difficult if you're taking a shower as well, especially how we're going into the winter months. But you don't want to douse your hair in super hot water just because it's very drying, the hair. But we're gonna deal. So first we're gonna wet our hair, and for those of you that have a lot of hair like myself, make sure it's really wet, because sometimes it gets stays a little dry and damp in the middle. And you want to make sure it's super wet so we can get all that conditioner in and slip it in. And same goes for the shampoo. And what I like to do is use my fingers like this motion to make sure the hair gets super soaked. Now, after we have wet our hair, we're going to take our conditioner, and we're simply going to use just a small amount, probably about that much, and just apply it to your ends, like so. And this is just to get the major snarls and knots out, so that we shampoo it, when we shampoo it, it won't be such a task for us to do so. I'm simply just taking my fingers and running it through. Just giving it a generous or general comb through with my fingers. And if you find that you need a little more help, just grab your wide tooth comb, your favorite wide tooth comb, and that could certainly do the job as well. Now, once you feel that your hair is more or less detangled in, in the most lightest way possible, you just go back in and rinse that out. So now you have detangled hair to work with when you're going to shampoo. Now, the shampoo I'm going to use is the Natural Coils from Curlisto. And this one suds. It's sulfate free, but it still suds. But the amazing thing about it is that even though it suds, you can still comb through, which is kind of fantastic. And the sud part has a lot of the good ingredients, and it acts as a treatment for your hair. So we're going to take some, I took about a quarter size amount, and we're just going to work that into the scalp, like so. And I know back in the day when I had my straight hair, I used to shampoo that ish, like put it on top of my head, and it was a mess. So now, none of that. We want to keep the hair down and really just work into the scalp. I'm going to take a little more, and you can actually put it on the pads of your fingers, so when you rub it, you go straight into the scalp, and start the cleaning process. And really just concentrate on rubbing with the pads of your fingers, because you certainly do not want to use your nails, because you're going to make micro tears on your scalp, and you kind of have to think of your scalp as your face. You wouldn't want to wash your face with your nails now, would you? I don't think so. So we're just going to do a generous rubber dub. Just really rub, again with the pads of your fingers, in circular motions like this. And you don't see that I'm taking the ends up and doing a really super wash, because the ends really don't need to be washed. It's the scalp. You want to focus on the scalp, getting all that dirt and grime off of it. And especially, you know, if you're a worker outer, you want to get the sweat out, the salt as well. And also, it's a good little therapy session for your scalp, because it stimulates hair growth. So just as you need massages for your bodies, your scalp needs massage to be a happy scalp. So it's necessary. And also too, throughout the week, before you go to bed, take your favorite oil if you use it, or none at all, and just rub that scalp. Give it some love. You'll appreciate it. So make sure you get the top, the sides, the middle, and the back. And as you can see, it's pretty amazing. See how it suds, but I can still comb through pretty well. So it suds, but it does not detangle. So when we get to the conditioning part, it's not such a brutal task to get the hair all deknotted. So once we finish washing it, we're gonna rinse it out, and make sure you rinse the shampoo all the way out, especially if you're using a stud one. And just as the same hand motions we used in combing out the hair, we use in rinsing out the shampoo. And I like to lift my hair like this so the water can really get in to make sure all that shampoo is rinsed out. La 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 la. And you can even do the rub-a-dub-dope motion while rinsing out your shampoo also, to make sure you get all that product out. And there you have it. That's how I shampoo my hair. Now at this point of the process, you can either take your favorite rinse out conditioner, put it in, detangle. I like to use my paddle brush, or you can certainly use a white tooth comb. Leave it in for a couple of minutes, rinse out with cool water. Or you could also take the time to put into deep treatment, get out the shower, do whatever you need to do, and I just like to dunk my head under the faucet, not necessarily have to go into the shower again. Once again, just again and again and again. I say that word so many times. Rinse with cool water. Or you don't even have to shampoo at all. Maybe you're just doing a co-wash, which basically means rinsing with water, putting conditioner in, rinsing that out, or leaving some in, style as needed. So if you want to know how I like to put in my deep treatment, stay tuned. Or else have a good one, and thank you for tuning in.